Welcome. I hope you can hear me okay. I had to turn off the comments because there's a person online who does like to disrupt a tarot reader's work. And so I feel like for this part of it, I can just eliminate the comments because I want to keep this clean and be able to do our tapping uninterrupted. So, those of you who are watching, if you're new to tapping, I appreciate that. And as I walk you through, I'll be using the tapping points and I will describe them. And if you have never tapped before and you're just eager to try, you can always simply tap your inner wrists together gently, and that will put you into the zone and you will enjoy a good result. The main thing is for you to repeat the statements that I make as I invite you, and even though part of the comments may not fit for your exact situation, the cool thing is that tapping works no matter what. And also, we do borrow benefits from one another when we're tapping on things that are really just general human emotions that every person goes through at some point. I will show you that right down here, Murphy has tucked himself behind me in my chair. It's like my own lumbar support. And so he's here as your comfort animal. Okay. So now from the reading this morning, we had such an interesting variety of cards that came up. And for sure, the idea of deliberate creation. What does that mean? How do we change our circumstances? Well, we can't. We cannot change the conditions and circumstances, but we can change how we think about them. And that's what the whole purpose of this is. It helps us reframe the things that are going on in our life that are hurting us and to see them more neutrally. Okay, so this is the first one. Welcome. So excited to be doing this. I want to experiment with different ways and I want to be able to open the comments, but not today. Feel free to ask any questions. Once this is posted, there will be a comment section that is open and you can give me any feedback, ask any questions. All right. So I'm sending you a little peace sign. Let's go for it. All right. So the tapping points. First of all, there's something called the karate chop point, and it is the side of your hand where you would do a karate chop. So you're going to see me karate chopping on the edge of this table, and that's how I stimulate that point when my other hand is busy, like holding the phone. In the car, sometimes I'll tap on the steering wheel because I tap everywhere. And then we're going to go through a set of tapping points. Now you go ahead and tap right with me. So right where your eyebrow meets the bridge of your nose, that you're going to tap. I usually use the middle two fingers and tap on that spot right where the eyebrow meets the bridge of the nose. Then we're going to the side of the eye, which is over on the outside of one of your eyes, and tap gently. Tap gently, but it's almost as if we're playing our body like a musical instrument. Underneath the eye, on the bone underneath the eye. The next point is between your nose and your upper lip. The next one is right under your mouth, not actually on the tip of your chin, but in that groove in between your lower lip and your chin. The next one is the collarbone point. You find the notch at the top of your neck, and then you want to use your thumb on one side and your two fingers on the other and tap your collarbone points. Next is what I call the rib point. And the rib point is the lowest spot on your rib cage underneath your breast. Okay? Underneath the arm, you take your whole palm and you pat yourself right on the side of your chest. It's where your bra is if you're a woman. Okay. And I like to think of it like you're patting an old dog, right? You're patting that chest. And then we go to the top of the head. On the top of the head, I use all four of my fingers and I go in a circle and I tap the top of my head. Okay, and then I'm going to walk you through a heart integration at the end, and then just follow the directions. Okay, my friends, let's start. So we're going to tap. Now you want to tap on you can use all four fingers of one hand to tap on the edge of your other. I'm going to use my little fireplace here as my tapping point. Okay, that's a big introduction, y'all. Thank you for being patient. Even though there's a part of me, go ahead, repeat after me, that feels a little strange tapping, there's another part of me that's very curious. Could this possibly help me? And even though I have so many questions, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And even though a part of me feels doubtful, there's another part of me that feels hopeful. Being able to grasp that conflict within me feels good, and I want to accept that about myself. Okay, good. One more. Even though it's hard to believe that changing my thoughts can change my reality, there's a part of me that knows somehow that this will help. Okay, excellent. Now we're going to go to the eyebrow point, right where the eyebrow meets the bridge of the nose. It's hard to change my thinking about my problem. Side of the eye. How am I supposed to put my mind in another place? Underneath the eye. My person is on my mind 24/7. Hold on for a second. Good. Underneath the nose. And I find myself so desperate for help. Chin, that I'm tapping on my chin on YouTube, for Pete's sake. Collarbone. There's a part of me that's fearful of making a mistake. On the rib point, there's a part of me that doesn't know what to do. Underneath the arm, some things have happened that have really interfered with my well-being. Top of the head. Sometimes I don't think I'll ever find well-being again. On the eyebrow point. It's hard to accept that there are shadows in life. Side of the eye. I want a life where there's only good. Underneath the eye. I want to work and work at making a life that is only good. Underneath the nose. But a part of me feels silly even saying that. Chin. What is contrast and why is it important? Collarbone. What can I do to change my situation? Rib point. What is the best way to grieve what is lost? Underneath the arm. How can I get beyond the point that I am at right now? Top of the head. How do I learn how to put myself first when so many other people are hurting? Eyebrow. How can I learn to put myself first in anything? Side of the eye. Archangel Michael, you have quite an assignment for me. Underneath the eye. But you are not leaving me alone. Underneath the nose. Unsupported. Under the mouth. Disconnected. collarbone, and unable to find a community. Rib point. I don't know too much about tapping underneath the arm, but I am curious and hungry for change. Top of the head. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for visiting us today and filling my heart with hope. Okay, good. Now I want you to tap right on the center of your chest using your same 2 fingers and repeat after me. I release to the cellular level any vows or promises that I have made, consciously or unconsciously, that I cannot trust anyone. Tapping the center of the chest, continue on. I release to the cellular level a layer of doubt and fear that is ready to go. I release myself to the core level of any beliefs that I've carried that are no longer true for me. One more. I release to the cellular level and back through generations any beliefs and thought patterns that have been handed down to me that no longer fit the life I choose to live. Excellent. Now laying your hand right on your chest where you were just tapping, and let one index finger touch one collarbone point and your thumb to touch the other. I call this the awe position because when I think of how much Archangel loves you, it makes me want to say awe. Repeat after me. Archangel Michael, I am so grateful for you. There is so much I don't understand about life. Just as that flame dances in the wind of the moment and then settles itself into stillness. I want to understand how to find stillness within my spirit. Archangel Michael, I love you so much. I give you permission to help me prune away the thoughts that no longer serve me. I trust you to fill my heart with joy a little bit more every day. Excellent. Now shake out your hands. Take a few deep breaths. And welcome to Tapping with Catherine, Tap with Cat. I'm so glad that you were here today. I appreciate your time and your devotion to your own growth. And I look forward to visiting you again real soon on Tapping. Take care now. Bye.